Dear friends, in order for your memory and other cognitive abilities to work perfectly throughout your life, you need to train your brain daily. And then, even at an advanced stage, you will lead an active life and enjoy all its manifestations. During our training, try to adjust your lifestyle and change some habits. I want you to get the most out of our classes. You don't have to spend a lot of time on classes. Classes take only 1:15 minutes a day, and you can do them at any convenient time. Try to concentrate more on what is more difficult, and practice it first of all, paying more attention to it. Some exercises can be done in transport, in the office during a break, while watching a movie or a program. Use every opportunity when your hands are free and you can move your fingers. Tips during our training. First, in the field of physical activity, try to lead a more mobile lifestyle. Now many problems and diseases are associated with physical inactivity, a lack of load on the muscles. Try to move more. You need to walk at least 1,000 steps a day. Install some application on your smartphone that counts your steps for the day. Now there are a lot of such applications in the public domain. Further, try to spend less time on the internet and social networks. This has a very negative effect primarily on vision, since the muscles of the eyes, sharpened for close-up viewing, work. Accordingly, try to look into the distance, at the sky, beyond the horizon, if possible, at houses that are in the distance, so that other eye muscles are also involved. It also negatively affects the spine. Ideally, you need to work half standing at the computer. Now there are such special chairs for long-term work at the computer. Periodically do some kind of warm-up, squats, bends, stretching, so that there is no stagnation in the organs of the lower pelvis. And of course, it affects your brain, your mind, which is dulled by prolonged sitting in social networks. Concentration of attention noticeably worsens, thinking becomes clipped, and so on. Therefore, during the training, reduce, of course, communication with gadgets. Further, wrong breathing. We are used to breathing with our breasts, and this reduces the absorption of oxygen. You need to breathe through the diaphragm. Pay attention to how babies breathe. They breathe through their bellies, but over the years they lose this ability. In my big course, which has more than 60 practices, I have developed many exercises that train proper breathing. Here, within the framework of this shortened course, I will not touch on this issue. If you want to go deeper and understand what is needed in order to further enrich the brain with oxygen, you can purchase my great course, which is also called Eternal Sunshine of the Pure Mind. To do this, you can contact me on Instagram, write to me in direct. I will leave a link to my account under this introductory lesson. By the way, subscribe to my Instagram. There you will find a lot of free exercises, as well as various interesting scientific facts about the brain. Next, violation of joint flexibility. Try to do the exercises that I give you in this course every day. The practices for improving joint flexibility collected here work 2 in 1. They not only develop joint flexibility, but also improve your brain cognitive abilities, thanks to cross-asynchronous movements, which are very difficult for the brain to cope with at first. It trains and forms new synaptic connections. Second, in the field of sleep and recovery of the body, this is more than the number of hours to sleep. Try not to disrupt circadian rhythms. Do not expose yourself to psychological stress. Sleep at least 78 hours. This is very important for good brain function. Next, it is necessary to spend more time in the fresh air with an abundance of sunlight. Vitamin D is necessary for proper homeostasis so that your body works smoothly like a clock. As a rule, 90% of people have a lack of vitamin D, and it is produced only under sunlight. The third, In the field of nutrition, one of the most harmful habits is the daily consumption of sugar. It is better to refuse it during the training. Don't buy products that have it in them. And also the so-called junk food. These are waffles, cookies, sweet carbonated drinks, and so on. Reduce the intake of medications whose substances are not excreted from the body and accumulate in the form of toxins. Use less or do not use antibiotics at all, unless they are vital drugs. Consult, of course, with your doctor. And it should be understood that all these listed factors, physical inactivity, lack of vitamin D, poor sleep quality, draining of energy in social networks, consumption of sugar and carbohydrates in huge quantities, toxins, all these are the main causes of mitochondrial dysfunction. Mitochondria are organelles inside our cells that produce energy for us. Adenosine triphosphate. These are our power stations, and we need them to produce as much energy for us as possible, and we feel cheerful, full of energy, healthy, with thinking brains, and develop cognitive functions. Therefore, try to adhere to these recommendations. And tips after the training. Try to do the usual actions every day in an unusual way. Brush your teeth with your left hand. Go to work by other routes. Learn poems, new songs. Start learning a foreign language. For example, I study Chinese, Greek, and Spanish every day. Now she is interested in studying sign language and dactylology. Develop your left hand if you are right-handed, and vice versa. Write text messages with your left hand in your smartphone. Learn different dances, new movements. This will develop you not only physically and improve coordination of movements and body balance, but also it will improve the work of the cerebellum, which is located in the brain and is responsible for our sense of self and space. To improve memory, in addition to neurogymnastics, I use mnemonics, which I will teach you in this training, and it will help you remember everything you need even better thanks to the associative method. Train with the help of it to pump your creativity, imagination, and while working on yourself, also set specific goals. To learn a verse, dance, movement in a shorter time, achieve results. You should understand one important thing. When the exercises of neurogymnastics become habitual, you bring it to automatism. Learn new ones, or complicate those that are already easy. How to complicate? You can do the exercise with your fingers while reading tongue twisters or poems at the same time. Sing songs, stand on the balance board, communicate with friends in a foreign language. Use your imagination. The brain constantly needs to learn something new for development and training. Do not give in to self-sabotage, because the brain likes to be lazy and will dissuade you in every possible way. The brain likes to say, "Why do you need this? Come on, maybe not today. Today we are tired, let's rest." These exercises of neurogymnastics are difficult. They do not work out. Maybe it's better not to. Why do you need to strain yourself? Let's watch a TV series or eat a pie. Don't give in. Just take it and do it. And remember, friends, that only regular practice gives the best results. It is better to do 5 minutes a day, if there is no time, but every day, than for an hour, but once a week. Good luck to you, and let everything work out for you. Let your life be bright, interesting, beautiful, and you will do a lot of useful things for yourself and for this world.